mà sao không thấy một lời cho nhau. Người yêu ơi có biết anh nhớ em nhiều lắm, những đêm trong giấc mơ khi nắm tay nghe em nào, lòng hạnh phúc biết bao giờ rằng anh có đây.
I know that I'm not gonna live long, and that's why I put every day, every hour, every minute into building, into growing. Why am I out here working on this plastic into fuel reactor I've been working on for 5 years, since I was 17? Why am I out here in 100-degree weather? Why am I out here despite being falsely accused and reported to the EPA and the IRS? Why am I out here despite weird black helicopters that turn off their radar transponder circling me 6 times at night? Why am I out here sleeping in my van, crazy humidity, mosquitoes, gnats flying in, and yet I still do it? Why am I out here despite having to drive 4 hours every time I want to work on this machine, because when I was doing it in my parents' backyard, I blew myself up and I had to go to the hospital for 2nd-degree burn surgery? I do this because this is my mission that I've assigned myself to. I do this because I do not fear death. I do not fear suffering or uncomfortability. You know what I fear? I fear allowing an idea of something that may not even exist or happen have enough control over your entire life to where you're not even really living your life. That's the only thing I fear. And thus, I am completely set on what I want to do here, and nothing will steer my course but myself. And I am not a quitter. And now that I've set my mind on this, because I wish to liberate humanity, I wish to liberate humanity from this cycle in which we're bound by waste, in this cycle in which we're bound by division, in this cycle in which we're bound by not knowing ourselves. I wish to free us all from all of this. And now that I'm set on that mission, I'm not giving up. And so it will happen, no matter what. Because you know what, to me, when I'm building something, I expect it to be hard. I expect it to be uncomfortable. I expect it to be difficult. You know why? Because that's the whole point. You have to suffer to grow. You have to feel uncomfortable to attribute value to what you do. So you may see this and you see a piece of metal with certain pieces of metal welded onto it, but I see it for what it really is. I see it because when I see this, I can go back in time to not just putting it together, but the motivation as to why I put it together, the hope, the purpose, the passion, all right here embodied. My soul is within this, just as yours is within anything you do and put your mind to as well. So if you wonder why I'm out here and why I'm not gonna do anything else but continue to stay on this mission until I see it through, until I say it's complete, that is why. Because it doesn't matter what anything externally is. There is no threat, there is no uncomfortability, there is no amount of suffering that will steer me from what I wish to do, because that is the life I wish to live. It's inevitable.
Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to the Beyside Jewel. Hope everybody is doing great. I hope everybody's holding it down, you know. This video is about our brother, young man, Julian Brown, another great inventor. This young man, I'm telling you guys, our youth is our greatest asset. These babies that are coming into this world are coming with purpose, and they know what it is, you know. They're coming with knowledge, they're coming with talent, they're coming with just knowing, you know. It's amazing. But unfortunately, there's an attack on our young people. The young, brilliant minds, man. Just like the brother in South Africa, 2 brothers in South Africa, when they invented that TV you could take out in the jungle and you didn't need no wires, no Wi-Fi, no nothing. And they hospitalized those brothers. Yeah. And unfortunately, one transitioned on, you know. But this is what happens because they want to, and when I say they, I think you guys know who I'm talking about. They want us to keep buying gas, keep buying oil, and energy now is free. I mean, folks have proven it, you know. The brother with the water car, he invented a car that could run off of pure water. He came up e-race. And the brother with the television with Maxwell, he came up poisoned. Hey, buddy. How are you? Good. He came up poisoned. And now, our brother, from what I hear, you know, Julian Brown, from what I hear, he's missing, you know? And there's no evidence that, you know, there's no evidence that he is safe. There's no evidence. You know, we're going to have to find a way to protect our youth. We're going to have to find a way to protect these brilliant-minded youth. Because, you know, they came here and they're changing the world, you know, and they can make this world a better place if it wasn't for those, you know, elites that want to keep us stuck on buying oil, buying electricity, buying gasoline. We don't have to use those things anymore. This dude, Julian Brown, man, this dude was so sharp. He went collecting plastic and turned it into fuel, right? We call it plastiline. And it works, and he proved that it works because he started up a truck and let it run for like 15 minutes, you know. And he had a lot of witnesses, you know. But now I'm hearing that this young man has disappeared. You know. What are we gonna do? We gotta have something to stop these damn people. You know, and we need to figure out a way to protect our young-minded people, you know, because these youngsters are coming in with extraordinary amounts of talent and just knowing, you know. Yeah, so you know, I certainly don't like it, you know, and I always emphasize our youth is our greatest asset, and it's so true. You know, we got a lot of brilliant-minded youth, whether they're here on the continent or whether they're over there on the continent. You know, all around the world, we got them. And look at all these great inventions that have came about. Most of them, you know, young melanated people. Yeah, besides the European, he did a water car in the early 80s, a water car that worked. And he came up, you know, erased, you know. And when he got erased, he was sitting at a business meeting with the people. Yeah. And they set that up, erased that man. And the brother, he was, it was a stage, you know. He just so happened to be at a little convenience store or something, and they staged that, and he apparently got caught in the crossfire. Get out of here. So that's what they do. They don't want this shit to come to the earth, but it's gonna come. It's gonna come. They can't stop it. You know, right now what they're doing is disappearing people. But after a while, they won't be able to do that. But, you know, yeah. So when we get these young, gifted people, we need to figure out a way to protect them. I mean, free security or something at all times. You know, there was a helicopter seen flying over Julian Brown's house, and he knew something wasn't right, you know. But yeah, so this is what this video is about. Our young, gifted, melanated brothers and sisters, man. You know, we got to protect them. And you know, we got to let them shine. They came here for a purpose, you know, and they should be able to shine, you know, shine with all their greatness. You know, they want to keep, you know, Einstein and all of this. Well, we got some coming in that Einstein can't even touch. We got some young folks coming in that Einstein can't touch. That young brother is a pure scientist. And so is that brother in South Africa, Maxwell. He's a pure scientist. You know, now he invented that car that you don't need nothing. No water, no gas, no charging, no nothing. It's running off of purely radio waves. Radio waves. That's what it's running off, you know. If you don't know what radio waves is, Google it. That's what it's running off. But anyway, you guys, I hope everybody's doing fine. And I'm just checking in on the Beyside. Everything is cool here. Until the next time, you guys. Assalamu alaikum.